Hey everyone, it's Birth Yorga, and I'm here, and this is my review for Thug Life, the new film directed by Mani Ratnam, and starring an ensemble cast that includes Kamal Haasan, Silambaresan, Trisha, Abhirami, Ashok Selvan, Aishwarya Lakshmi, Jojo George, Nasser, and many others. I had extremely high hopes for this film, and I'll admit, even as a huge fan of Kamal Haasan's and Mani Ratnam's, I'm a little disappointed. I give this film a 6.5 out of 10. The thing is, what really piqued my interest about watching this movie in the first place and when it got announced was the fact that Mani Ratnam and Kamal Haasan were teaming up once again for the first time since their landmark movie, Nayagan. Nayagan, I still believe, in my personal opinion, is one of the greatest achievements in Tamil cinema history. And considering that they're doing another gangster film with this movie like they did in Nayagan, again, my interests were piqued, but sadly, this movie has a lot of disappointment for me because I had high expectations. The same thing happened with me with Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I still felt like that movie was really good in the end, but I feel like Thug Life aims high, and there are some really big positives about this film, but the negatives kind of wash away those positives for the most part. Now, I'll admit that this movie is not a horrible film. It's not on the level of Indian 2, for example, but I feel like the positives about this movie help push the score to a 6.5 out of 10 for me. Ravi K. Chandran is the biggest MVP about this movie because his cinematography is off the charts. This is a beautiful film to look at, so dynamic, so distinct in terms of its color palette and everything. It's an incredible film to look at. The music by A.R. Rahman is outstanding, great as usual. The performances are very solid for the most part. The story in the first half was pretty good. It's the second half that kind of wanes away, and some of the characters are kind of going in ways where I'm like, I don't know why they're in the film in the first place. I feel like there's too much happening. Even though the story is very straightforward, I feel like there's too much characters, and if they had focused a little bit more on the conflict between Kamal Haasan's character and Simbu's character, this would have been a better film. There are certain moments in this movie which are really good, especially the beginning portions of this film, the conflict portions with Kamal Haasan and Simbu. And, certain moments in the first half were really solid. It's just I feel like this is not as good as I hoped it to be with so much talent surrounding this project. So yeah, there's not much to say about this film. It's kind of a normal film from these masters, but I watched it. I'll say that. 6.5 out of 10.